The Southeastern Conference has historically been a hotbed for men's tennis talent. This year is no different, as Ole Miss has matched up and taken down some of the top teams in the conference. With momentum on their side, the Rebels look to finish the regular season strong, led by senior leadership.
Simon's doing pretty well working on the wide forehand also.
Yeah, using wide forehands where they have to create some space, hit some higher balls, neutral balls, and then step into the next one.
Yeah. But I think the key, like we talked about, was in the big points, in the big moments. You have to go with what you feel, you know.
Yeah.
And you have to go with it like 100%. You can't be too safe. Sometimes it's like you want to just put the ball on the court in the big point. Good things are not happening in that situation, especially on the second serve, you know. All right, so we go through the regular warm-up. We're gonna move into some feeds from the basket, and then we'll finish up with some point play. But from the feeds, we want to kind of work on some mixing it up a little bit, especially for you, Tim, where you go one high, deep, and one flat through the court, you know. So you get both, kind of both extremes. Get up there.
No!
Go. Yes.
Ah.
2 more. He's ready. Just making sure you're not cheating. You passed. It's good. The effort is there. That much is for sure. All right.
Why?
Simon, let's go through it one time really slow, just so we know.
Why can't I have to do the right foot?
Because it should be, when you're going this way, you should be left foot first. Okay? And then when you're going this way, it should be right foot first. Oh, the last one was perfect, man. Huh? I think it was the first one.
I think the first one was also good.
12-11 there. Tough to go drop her on big point like that, Simon. You know? That one you ripped, man.
Yeah.
Despite the success the Red and Blue have had, one team has been a thorn in their side. The Georgia Bulldogs would claim the match point more often than not.
We kind of had the mindset, you know, we knew that we're the underdog in this match, but then also on the other hand, I mean, we practiced pretty good throughout the week.
I feel like even though we didn't really beat them in the last, I would say 7 years maybe, we kind of felt the day before that we could upset them, and we were all saying like, you know, they are the ones that are favorites to win, but we had a feeling that we can do it, you know.
I actually remember this morning that, like, of the morning of the Georgia match, that we all felt pretty good about it. I think we haven't beaten them in 6 or 7 years, but we all felt pretty good, even though we had a really bumpy start to the season. But it was good that Finn was back in the lineup. He was out for 7 months almost.
Matches like that, when the teams are so even, I mean, the doubles point can just give you a huge edge. Everybody's talking about that momentum, and you really get that going through the doubles point if you get that point.
So even though it's 1 point, it plays incredible, like, huge role in like who's gonna get the win, because winning 3 or 4 singles makes a big difference. Winning 3 is much easier than winning 4.
Ben Reynolds' return would prove to be fruitful, as the Rebels would take the doubles point.
I mean, after winning doubles point, you kind of have the momentum, and you're way more pumped, I feel like. Then you gotta use it. You can't just come out there and, you know, I don't know, you gotta jump on the first point, first game, and then I feel like you get that energy that at the end makes a huge difference.
Though the first two matches of singles play would split, the Rebels would get a shot of energy from Finn Reynolds' win on Court 5.
Well, Finn hadn't played a match since, I think, October or something like that, so, you know, coming back after surgery and not really knowing where he was physically, could he handle it in a match situation, and he proved to everybody that, yeah, he was ready to compete at that level, which was, for us, is a great sign.
I think none of us expected him to win, honestly. We put him in so that he would get a singles match under his belt. Yeah, as I said, after being out for 7 months, I think that was really impressive that how he played, that he beat him in straight sets, and the guy he beat was, he's one of the best freshmen in the SEC. He was really good in juniors. He was, I think, ranked in the top 40 in the world, so that was a huge win for him, and I think that helped the whole team as well too, because he's always a really positive guy, and just seeing him out there just moving properly was just great for all of us to see.
And to jump in against Georgia and to make a play some big time tennis like he did was special. I was really, really happy for him. Welcome back, man. Awesome, dude.
Big time tennis was also played by senior Fabian Fowler, as he would go the distance to clinch the match for the Rebels.
I mean, we know how much Fabi loves these long matches, so it was like, if somebody's gonna be the last one on, it's probably gonna be Fabi. And yeah, I mean, looking at that match, I just had the confidence he's gonna get it based on how the points were going. I felt he's more solid. And I mean, I was really nervous still, obviously, because it's the deciding match, but I had a feeling he's gonna get it done, and that was incredible that he got that win. Like, in the end was big time.
For him, I think if you look back and you say kind of his progression from freshman year, where maybe he was having a tough time in those big moments, and he kind of fought through that, and he kind of got to where he is now, and now he's the last guy you want to see out there on the last court, you know, and he's just an animal. So, you know, really, really happy for him, and you know, the team, you know, we're where we are because Fabi was able to do that.
The MVP of this match, who's going to get the clutch bucket? There's so many of them. Finn hasn't played a match in 6 months, Finn. Congratulations. Bobby, you've been here so many times before, so, you know, even though you clinched a match, you know,
gotta give it to him.
You gotta give it. You gotta give that one. And also, great job on the side. Everybody that, you know, you were done with your match, you jumped right up there. If you won the match or you lost the match, you supported your teammates right away. It was, you know, that's what it's all about. I mean, you guys supporting each other all the time, and I mean, that makes everything so much more fun. So, you know, we really were the better team. We're competing better than they were. We wanted it more than they did. We deserved the win. It's awesome. Great job. All right, guys. Come on in. Let's do go reps here, boys. Come on right here, boys. Reps on 3! 1, 2, 3! Reps! Woo! Woo! Boys!
Though senior Fabian Fowler has been known as the clinch master, the team knows him as the energy bringer.
Fabi is a great teammate to have, especially on the court. His energy helps us tremendously, and I think we're really gonna miss that next year. And also he's a great doubles player. He was ranked top 10 twice, I think, in his career. And yeah, as you said, he's the clinch master. He always comes in clutch. He wins really big matches and beats good guys.
He's the kind of guy that's always been out there, you know, competing really, really hard for the team. You know, when there's a team match, he steps his level up. You know, the tougher the competition, the better he gets. And to see that, it's like I was talking about before, it's hard to coach that. And he has that passion, he has you know, he's been really the heart and soul of the team as far as the energy goes for all these 4 years, and there's a lot of credit goes to him for our success for the last 4 years, for sure.
He's an energy guy. I mean, he's the first guy you're going to hear yelling, you know, go Rebs, or, you know, if you're at a match and it doesn't matter who we're playing, he's going to be trying to get the fans fired up, and he's, you know, screaming from court 1 to court 6 or whatever it is, you know. So he's loud. He doesn't practice as well. He does a good job of bringing the energy, and he's kind of the guy we look to for that.
While Fallert brought the energy, Philip brought the positive spirit to the Rebels.
I think he's had a calming effect on them, saying, hey, you know, go out there, do your best, and everything else will take care of itself. You know, and the guys have seen what he's been able to do in these moments, so they certainly listen to him. And, you know, he's just been a great guy to be around, has a big smile on his face, and gets everybody kind of calmed down and enjoying the moment a lot, you know, out there on the court. I think that's a big thing for him, that he's been able to kind of help the team understand that, hey, do your best, enjoy the moment, and then everything will be okay.
He has always been a great role model. You know, just the whole way, you know, he goes about things. As I mentioned, his positivity is especially important. You know, also this season, when in the beginning maybe we're not getting the results we want, to just have that experienced senior who's spreading the positivity. You know, gives the freshmen a better feeling about everything, and yeah, pretty much tells them everything, you know, is going to be fine. We just got to keep working hard, and then the results are going to come.
Practicing with them, like just by practicing with them, you get a better tennis player, but also like seeing Fabi, like seeing the things Fabi is doing in doubles maybe, or like how tough he is in those situations, how he's acting. Like that helps a lot, and like seeing some technical stuff from feature on the court is also, it's just nice having them around, and I'm glad that I've been with them together in this team.
Before the Rebels could take on their last home SEC opponent, they would first have to face the inevitable senior night.
You got 2 seniors there, and you know, they've put in 4 years in the red and blue, and they're, you know, and they're graduating now, and it's always special.
Once I was on the court, and especially like night matches, my favorite matches, it was really like a special feeling. I don't know, just felt different, just kind of like really calm and focused, like, you know, because the last 4 years passed by really quick, and, you know, just you know, like this is the last one, you know.
I had a lot of mixed emotions, honestly. I mean, I was sitting there in between the games, out there on the bench, and, you know, you're just thinking about past experiences, how many matches you've played here, and yeah, pretty much all of these memories come up, and yeah, you're pretty much reflecting on the past 4 years. And I mean, it's crazy how fast everything flew by. I mean, it feels like Feature and I came, you know, to Ole Miss like yesterday, so it was definitely a special moment.
It's always a special match, you know. It's a match that, you know, these guys that we have, you know, they always want to perform, but especially when it's the last home SEC match. And, you know, for Fabi and Philip to go out there and do what they did was phenomenal.
That was pretty awesome, huh? I was just telling Feature that picture is from when he clinched against Mississippi State freshman year, I think. And I told Baba, it's unbelievable that you weren't in the picture, because you're always in the picture. He just comes running out, you know, but we caught that moment right before he arrived to the celebration. Hey, let's have another one tonight, huh? Let's go. Okay? Looking forward to this one. Let's go, guys.
The doubles point would quickly be claimed by Arkansas, as they would take court 1 6-3 and court 2 6-2. But senior night would not be spoiled, as veteran Filip Kraljevic would even the score equally as fast.
I was kind of surprised how quick his first set went by, but just look, when I was sitting on my changeover, I was looking over to his court and I see that he was just cruising, like he was locked in.
Yeah, I mean, Philip played one of his best matches of the year, and you know, he really stepped up his level, and he was extremely looked extremely confident out there.
Yeah, it was huge seeing him out there, just playing his best tennis, and on senior day, I think he really deserved to go out like that.
Thanks, Toby. Great job, man. Congrats. Yeah, good job.
And while Philip's match would move quick, the energy would be noticed the next court over as Tim SANDKAULEN would wrap his match up soon after.
Yeah, Tim stepped it up against Arkansas, and after dropping the doubles point to those guys, we needed somebody to step it up, and I think, looking at it, it was like Tim and Fabi. We had to have those guys. Those were the ones we knew were going to be tough, and we really needed them to step it up. So they really came through, and proud of them for doing that.
Great stuff. Here we go, Fabi. Great work, guys. Great work. Here we go, Rebs. Here we go, Rebels.
A loss on court 5 would leave the match tied at 2, but with a win on court 6, Simon Junk would gain his 3rd SEC win on his young career.
The guys are kind of, looking for him to make that next push, and he did an awesome job there in a huge moment, and I think he was feeling the nerves in the end. He was kind of trying to battle through it, and Toby, I think, helped him out a little bit there in the end, kind of giving him some stuff to work on and kind of push through that last moment. But yeah, everybody was fired up for him, and I think, just from a team perspective, it was a big breakthrough for us, for Simon to get a big one.
It was mainly, I didn't play bad tennis in the first set, but I tried too much, like to play my own tennis, like to hit the ball hard, and I was simply doing too many mistakes, like in my tennis, and kind of did some adjustments, like by talking to Toby, and he said, yeah, try to change something at the serve, and that helped me a lot.
Some pretty brave serving there, huh?
Yeah, I felt like.
Well, he's cheating around. I mean, he's cheating there. He's going around,
Yeah.
But there's no hesitation in your game now. Just keep it rolling, huh?
Yeah. Going for it now.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, you're fine here. Let's take care of this match here.
There's just a matter of time before he starts, producing, and it's actually equating into wins, because he does a tremendous job every day in practice, and the team has a lot of confidence in him because we see him work every day, and it's especially nice for us to see him get a W for the team, and I know it means a lot to him as well.
Let's go, Simon! Come on now! It was inside the line. A great serve. Hey, the same, yeah, but same thing again, huh? It's working like a charm.
Fabi's done it many times, so I was actually up on Simon's court because I knew Fabi's gonna take care of it, and I really wanted Simon to win that match, because that was a really important one, and for him and for all of us, and he's always fighting 100%.
Yes! Congrats, man. Tough.
And while some celebrated the win on court 6, it would come as no surprise what would happen on Fabian Fallard's court seconds later.
Well, I mean, if you look at the season, I mean, it's been gigantic. I think he clinched, I don't know how many times, Oklahoma State, Alabama, Georgia, Arkansas. I mean, the guy's clinching everywhere, so, I mean, it's been huge.
The thing is, it really has something to do with the whole game style I'm playing. I mean, throughout the 4 years, I've played a lot of long rallies and tough, long matches. And also in the Georgia match, I had a lot of opportunities in the second set, to finish it earlier. And yeah, I guess that day I was missing out on a few chances, and that's how I ended up being the deciding match once again.
He plays really, really slow, so that's he puts himself in that position where he has to be the last guy. A lot of the times these matches come down to the last spot, and he grinds us out. His matches tend to be pretty long, and he's the guy out there, and he likes that moment. And I'm not really sure how to teach somebody to really enjoy that moment, but he's got that ability to really step up his level when he really needs to.
Bobby, Clinchmeister. Well done, yeah. Wait, who? Bobby got Stokes. Nice. I did it. There was no need this time.
Told you, I always want you to be the last one.
Who's play? I mean, is this your song, Jan? This is Carter's song? Are you kidding me? There's no chance.
Cameras are here. Tim's getting ready. No. Speed was never my strong suit there, Junk.
I mean, I don't even have to ask anybody whose song this is. Thanks for saving my life, Peach.